Hello everyone. Today I did a small Q&A on my Instagram. You guys had asked me a few questions. I've chosen a few and I'm going to answer them. I do not want to, or I will not be possibly able to answer all of them because the video is just going to go an hour or more long. So I just chose one of the most uh, common. I don't think they're so common, but questions which have not been really asked so many times, or they have, whatever the case is. I've chosen a few and I'm going to answer them. Number one was, what's your take on glutamine? General information on the supplement and best time to take it. Uh, First of all, glutamine is an essential amino acid. It is already being created by our body. Our body has glutamine stores. We don't need an external source of glutamine unless our body is completely worn out. Glutamine is a nitrogen transporting system. It carries over one third of nitrogen around our body. For example, our body goes through a trauma, an accident, or you have had a very heavy workout. Your body will automatically go in a state of recovery, uh, and and for that you need, obviously you need nitrogen in order to keep your internal bodily functions well working, your internal organs functioning well. You do need that nitrogen. It is also used to stimulate the site or the source of the trauma. In case of an accident, you have had a bad accident, or you're going through a surgery. For example, God forbid, you're going through a surgery, you've had an accident, or again, you have had a very exhausting workout. You need nitrogen to heal. And since glutamine transports nitrogen for healing, you will definitely need glutamine. That's what is needed. Uh, and if you are constantly beating your body without, for example, like I talked about this thing in my previous video, overworking your body, you are not letting your body recover. That's why rests are very important. You're not letting your body recover. You are constantly beating your body up. uh, so what happens is you deplete your glutamine stores, and that's where supplements come in. Since you know you're going to do that to your body, your workouts are going to be very heavy, and you're not giving your body enough time for recovery. For example, you're working on 6 days a week. That's rough. That's a bit rough on your body. But if you are doing that, that's why for better recovery, glutamine is needed. Glutamine is also known uh, to aid your digestion, your internal digestion. It does so many things, but I'll follow the question says, what is the best time to take it? There's not exactly a time for this supplement. You can take it anytime so long as it is either before your training or right after your training. Again, there's no time for having this supplement because at the end of the day, it's not a pre workout. Something all it's doing is helping your recovery in general. Number two, supplements for girls who do not eat that who do not eat that much meat and don't want to show bones after CrossFit. First of all, CrossFit is a very exhausting sport. It is a very exhausting sport. You burn a lot of calories if you're doing it right. There's nothing like supplements for girls or for boys. And obviously, I can see in the questions mentioned who do not eat that much meat. Uh, what I would like to say, okay, like in my other video again, the the best form of protein or whey protein are animal based protein or plant based protein. If you're a veg, you can have the plant based. If you're a non veg, you can have the animal based protein. I mean, I don't know what I said before, but so if you're a veg, you can have the plant based. So those are the best form of proteins for you. But about the bones part, if you know you're slim and you want to gain weight, all you need to do is increase uh, your carbohydrates, your proteins. I mean, I'm sure you're having enough meat. Like you said, you're not having that much meat, but even if you're having a bit, just uh, almost double the amount of meat you're having, just double the amount in your carbohydrates, which will help you gain weight. So how you do this? You plan yourself for a month, for 4 weeks. Add your carbohydrates, leave your proteins where they are. When you see you're gaining weight, or if you, f- in short, if you see you're gaining more than you want to gain, reduce your carbohydrates, increase your protein. If you still want to gain more, your protein should be obviously less than your carbohydrates because you need to gain weight. Uh, I, I I don't really believe in cutting or clean bulk. You can either do this or that. It's because if you're getting into clean bulk, it is a whole long process, and it is so if you're bulking up, just bulk up properly and then cut after that. So and when I say this, I don't mean you'll be growing fat. No, you will definitely not be growing fat. You will gain a bit of weight. So once you have gained a bit of weight, now you need to maintain your calories. Once you've gotten to the desired weight, you need to keep your calorie standard. You need to keep them in one line, and then adjust from there according to that. Like I said before. So supplement. I know you asked me about supplements, and I have not been talking about supplements a lot. It's because when you have just started gym, and I know you. That's why I'm telling you this. Uh, when you have just started gym, I do not. I will not let you follow the supplementation side for now. For at least a few months. Reason being, supplements, like I've said before, cannot be a meal replacement. Like you said, you don't eat meat, so you'd like to have supplements. It doesn't work that way. If you don't eat meat, have other sources of solid foods. You have cottage cheese, you have lentils. There's so many veg things which have proteins in them and carbohydrates in them as well. So you can have those. If you're talking about supplementation, you don't need a supplement. You don't need a protein or whey or whatever you want. You can have those right after workouts. Right after workouts, and the best plant-based protein, if you ask me, it would be USN. No, this video is not sponsored at all. But plant-based supplement from USN is a very good one. I know people who have used it, and there have been good comments from there as well. But if you do not want a plant-based one, if you just want other whey proteins and all those whey powders and all, there's so many people. You can still contact me. I'll let you know where to get them from. But the number one is Gold Standard whey protein. There is Muscle Tech, there is Cell Tech, ON Gold Standard. These three are the top whey companies. If you have a supply, if you know someone who sells those, ask for these three, as they work best, and there's nothing better than these three brands in supplements. Uh, okay, I hope you're okay with my answer. Uh, Number three, this has to be one of the most detailed ones. Okay, this is mainly for women. This is a question from a woman, obviously. And please, I will give you as much information as I have, and as much as I have studied. So if I'm wrong, please don't go mental on me. I'll try to answer this in the best way. How do I balance my hormones to lose weight? Okay, there's so many things which, compared to men, women go through so much when it comes to mental, hormonal, physical. Their bodies go through too much. So when it comes to unbalanced hormones, there are few things how you can know that. Number one is you skip your periods, you have breakouts, acne. You your body does not feel satisfied with how your body is functioning, your sleep timings, how you're having food. You're having either too less or you're having too much. You're not happy with yourself. Infertility, uh, night sweats, excess hair growth, weight gain, mood swings, hair loss, uh, These are the signs, your hormones are quite um unbalanced. As far as I know, to control your hormones or to get them back in line, there are few changes you need to make in your lifestyle and with your diet. Number one, you need to have proteins with almost try to have proteins with almost every meal you have. Whether you're having two, whether you're having three, try to push in a few proteins in it. It mainly helps in maintaining your skin, your bone, and your muscle health. That's why you need protein. It is very important to have protein in almost all meals or majority of the meals. Uh, Now comes to the physical part. You need to involve in any type of physical activity or exercises. You need to do something. Automatically, when you do that, it increases your insulin sensitivity, which is definitely needed if you're going through this. You need to do this. Do something. If you're not strong enough to work out, when I say strong enough, not that you cannot lift weights, because when you're going through this, you feel very weak. If you're feeling quite weak, start with a long walk, start with jogging, start with sprints, start somewhere. Don't just let it be. Uh, this is a time where ladies uh, crave the most for the things which they don't even probably like. Um, Sugary stuff, refined carbs. I'm sure if they're not having, if they're taking care of their bodies, they're not having this most of the times. But when you're going through the imbalance, hormonal, whatever, you crave for these things and you crave for them a lot, a lot. Uh, Number four now comes to the mental part. You need to learn how to manage your stress. You need to know, you need to have control over your mind. First of all, you definitely need to have control over your mind. It will be tough. You will be depressed. You will be quite stressed out, but you need to get a hold of yourself. No matter what, your lifestyle is more important than anything at this time. There are two hormones which can be affected straight away by stress. Number one is cortisol. Number two, adrenaline. What is cortisol? It is a hormone which helps your body cope with stress. Adrenaline helps your body with an instant energy as a reaction for in case you're going through an immediate danger. For example, uh, high level high levels of cortisol leads to overeating, having too many calories, which you know you don't need, but you cannot help it. In the moment, you will keep on eating and still not feel full. Uh, High levels of adrenaline leads to high blood pressures, very fast or rapid heartbeats, or anxiety. I have seen people go through that, and it is not a good thing. Trust me, you need to take care of these few things. Um, and how you will be able to do that, I have been giving you, like I told you about the protein and this and that. A few more of those would be consume healthy fats. We we can keep having salads, proteins, this and that, but one thing we always miss out are healthy fats. Everyone just forgets about them. They can be almonds, nuts, dry fruits, uh, omega fish oils. You can have those. Um, Avoid overeating or undereating. When you're overeating, you're still hurting your body. When you're undereating, you're definitely hurting your body. When I say hurting, I actually mean hurting. You don't feel it, but you are weakening yourself more and more, whether it's overeating or whether it's undereating. You need to have high fiber diet. So what that does is, if you are by chance overeating, high fiber foods normally end up making you feel quite full, and they push out what is not really needed by the body. So that would be really good for you. And from personal experience, Not no no not not my personal experience. Someone I know. Green tea, green tea or black tea. Just get a hold of these two things, and trust me, it will really help you a lot. This is a long topic. I try to make it as short as I could, but if this has to be talked about, I need a lot of time. Anyways, the next question is, what ab exercises should I do to get rid of my belly? Oh God. Okay. There is no exercise to get rid of your belly. I'm sorry, I burst your bubble. There is no exercise to get rid of your belly. Belly. When you are dieting, when you are on a clean diet, when you are eating well, when you're doing your cardio, when you're putting your workouts in, you lose your fat from all over the body at the same speed and the same whatever. You lose fat from all around your body, not just one place. So first of all, put that in your head. You cannot have a workout just to get rid of belly fat. And one very big miscalculation by people is that, oh, if you do crunches and this and that, you will lose your belly fat. No, 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 no. That is not going to happen. What happens is, if you do end up uh, doing crunches while you still have belly fat and your love handle, and you end up doing a lot of crunches, just trying to think that you might lose so much fat around your belly. It does not happen like that. What will happen is, you already have fat around your abdomen. You will obviously grow muscle. Of course, because of doing crunches, you will grow muscle, you'll grow abs. Yes, you will grow abs, but what those abs will do, they will push your belly fat further out, and that will make you look even fatter. That's what normally happens. That's one of the biggest complaints people have, that I am doing crunches, I'm doing those side bends and this and that, but I end up getting fatter. You need to lose your belly fat first, your fat in general all around the body. Reduce your belly fat. Why do I keep saying belly fat? You need to reduce your body fat percentage. When that has gone down and you see there's very little amount of fat left, that's when you start doing abs, because you will see exactly what you're doing. Below that fat, there's nothing you're seeing. So there's no exercise for that, my friend. Uh, Next, I don't have time to exercise. What should I do? My brother, please go and pray. That's what you need to do. Is water important for weight loss? I don't know how people have still not understood how important water is. Uh, in simple words, water works like a catalyst for fat loss. Uh, Number one, it helps you boost your metabolism. It cleans your body throughout, acts as an appetite suppressant. That, in simple words, means, for example, you're going to have a meal. It is suggested that before your meal, just have a glass of or two of water. What that does, just suppresses your appetite. You don't feel hungry anymore. So if you're planning to have your clean diet and then just push in something dirty in between, uh, just for example, white bread or toast. I know how much uh, carbs people want to have during this time. Since you've had water before your meal, you will hardly be able to finish your own diet food. That's why it's very helpful. Uh, One of the most important things, water retention. It stops water retention in your body. The more water you have, the more water your body throws out of you. So you will never hold water weight. You will actually be holding just your literal body weight. There'll be no water weight in you. Um, Definitely aids digestion. It's because your stomach runs. For example, if you're not having enough water, what happens? It slows down your digestion, and when that happens, your fat metabolism automatically slows down. It makes you feel bloated and exhausted throughout the day. So that's how important water is for you. Uh, it increases the rate of fat loss, which I have already told you, but I'll explain to you how. Uh, your liver, the rate at which your liver burns the fat, it just automatically increases if you're having enough water. Uh, less amount of water gets your liver to work very exhaustingly, and ends up storing more fat. And we know why that happens, because your body thinks you are not giving your body what it needs, and it goes to uh, recovery mode, or in a mode where it just wants you to survive and your functions to work well. So, and the first reaction your body has for everything, if you're eating less, if you're under eating, or if you're not having enough fluids in you, the first thing the body does starts storing fat inside your body. Just it's a survival instinct from your body. Uh, the formula I have been following personally as well. Drink half your body weight in ounces. For example, if your body weight is 180, drink half of that. Measure yourself in ounces, drink half of that in ounces as well. So that's how important that is. Should you rely on a weighing scale to determine your weight loss? This has been a mistake I have been making till recently as well. I mean, I know what it means by just that you feel very depressed. I'll explain to you why. Uh, so, one of the reasons you should never step on a weighing scale, first of all, it demoralizes you completely. Completely. I, like, till recently, I have been on a cut. I have been doing cardio twice a day. I've been doing this and that. My diet is clean completely. I thought I've been losing enough amount of weight, but when I stepped on a weighing scale, it's still showing me almost the same weight which I was when I started. So it just got me very depressed. But I actually knew what's happening, and a friend of mine told me exactly what's happening. So what happens is, as if your diet is clean and it's high protein, not very higher than normal. If it's high protein and a very measured diet, you're counting your calories, you're doing everything. You you are working very hard on your body. You're doing your cardio. You're putting your workouts in. So what happens is, as you are losing fat, you are gaining muscle at the same time. So your fat turns. Oh, sorry. Your fat replaces your muscle. So as you're losing fat, you're gaining muscle at the same time. That's why there's not much of a difference in your body weight. Uh, so just if you know you're counting your calories, if you know you're eating well, if you know your workouts are perfectly okay, if you know your cardio is on point, don't bother about your weighing scale. You want to step on a weighing scale, check yourself before you start your transformation and go back to the weighing scale 2 months after. You don't need to step on it every day because it's just going to stress you out. Uh, Next question is, what are realistic goals to set? You need to know yourself. You need to know your body. You should stand in front of a mirror and say, this is my weakness and this is my strong point. You cannot have a belly coming out of you, or you cannot have tiny legs, and you cannot have tiny arms, or a very invisible kind of a chest. I'm just giving examples. But you go to your trainers and you give them pictures of Ronnie Coleman and Jay Cutler and so and so, and and tell them you want to be here in 3 months. You'll not be there in 3 months, bro. You cannot be there in 3 months. Trust me, these 3 months have just been given. I don't know, it's become a standard. Oh, 3 months. Oh, 3 months, 2 months, 3 months, 2 months. It doesn't work like that. If you're obese, you will take a lot of time. And the people who tell you yes, 3 months is possible, it is possible. If your change is not so much, if you're not going to change so much, for example, if I'm 100, 105 kgs right now, my body weight is 105 kgs, and I say, oh, 3 months I need to lose at least 20 kgs, which is very much possible. 3 months, 20 kgs is very much possible. But if say I'm 105 and for being competition ready and I want to enter lightweight category, I want to be 65 by the end of 3 months. It might be possible if you're completely not eating at all. You're just having a one piece of chicken in the entire day and having apples and shit like that. So don't. You need to know yourself. You need to know where you are. You need to know how far you have come from. You need to know how far you're going to go, and you need to set your goals straight. Be realistic to yourself. A mirror is not. Mirror will lie to you. A mirror will 100% lie to you. Will tell you, oh yeah, I look like this. I look like that. That's why I always tell people after every workout, once a week or twice a week, take pictures of your body. What that does is, let's say for example, I have taken a picture this week and I compare it to the picture I took 2 weeks ago. I will see how quick my body is changing. And that's when you can judge yourself. Okay, in 2 weeks, if I've reached here with this amount of intensity in my workouts and this and that, I think if I'm okay with this speed of changes in my body, it's okay. If you end up doing more after that, you can change it. But you cannot just set goals before you have even started doing anything. Do not set unrealistic goals. Be true to yourself. That's when you'll be somewhere. Next question. What are the dangers of exerting too much on the body without sufficient nutrition? Uh, so, again, what people are doing these days is foreseeing sudden, if they want to see sudden and extreme changes, they are putting so much stress on their body, but their nutrition is shit. Because how else are they going to have those changes? How else are they going to see those changes? They're almost putting nothing inside their bodies, and in a week's time they say, "Oh my God, I've lost 1 kg this week." Of course, you lose 1 kg because there's nothing you're putting in your body. All you're doing is burning. You will die. You will die, my friend. You will die. Don't do that. Have your nutrition in check. The dangers of that is your immune system first of all will crack open. You'll fall to the ground. You will be getting flu. You'll be getting cough, especially now when it's COVID. Your nutrition has to be on point. That's the last thing you should be messing around with, because right now we need our immune systems working or flaming more than anything. So please, nutrition with a bad nutrition, the first thing gets attacked is your. I don't know, the video got cut. Anyway, so I was saying your immune system needs to be on point. The first thing which gets attacked with a bad nutrition is your immune. If it's weak, let me tell you what happens when your immune system is weak. You'll be attacked by all the stupid and the smallest things in the world. You will be coughing. You will have flu. You will have your flu quite often. You will have headaches. You'll have this and those problems. You will be getting injured for nothing. You'll pick heavy, very light weights. In fact, you'll be picking very light weights. You'll be just feeling sick. You'll have no power at all. You have no strength at all. You'll be getting injured. You especially muscle injuries, because your muscles have gotten nothing to eat. They have nothing to absorb in them. They're so weak. They're brittle, in fact, and that's when you get torn muscles, torn pecs, torn quads, muscle pulls, and this and that, because your muscles are empty. They're hollow completely. So please, I am not stopping you from exerting your body. Do that. Work as hard as you want on your body. But if you're fueling it right, fuel your body and work hard on it as well, and that will work amazing for you. Trust me, there is nothing like big guys or skinny guys. That trend has gone. There's nothing like skinny guys or girls or big guys or girls. You can be at whatever weight, whatever size you want. Trust me. In my one of the first videos, you have seen what I was, and now I'm a 105 kg guy. I'm not saying it's all muscle. Yes, definitely there's fat as well, but I'm working on it. Even after losing fats, I'll still be a heavyweight guy. Hopefully I'll be in my 80s. So do not let those things stress you. Work as hard as you want, but be fueling your body with the correct stuff. Next, been working out on a serious level for about 3 years now and still don't see much muscles. That, my friend, is because you are overworking your body. Again, it's a bit related to the last question. That is happening because you're overworking your body. I personally know you, and I know how your training is, how your training regime is, how your schedule is. You are cycling, you are kickboxing, you are weight training, your cardio is intense. It clearly means your nutrition is not on point. Yes, you might be eating clean, but you're not eating enough. Eating clean and eating enough are two different things. So you might be having a piece of chicken, a few salads here and there, a few carbs. Add your carbs and your protein. If you're cutting, make sure your protein is a bit higher than your carbs. If you do want to gain muscle, your carbs and your protein should be on the same level, or your carbs can be a bit higher than your protein, because the amount of cardio you're doing, you'll be perfectly okay. You'll burn that out. So you need to eat a lot. With the amount of cardio exercises you're doing and the amount of workouts you're putting in, you need to eat, and you need to have at least 4 major meals, 4 solid food meals. That's why these protein shakes are definitely not. I'm sure they're not working on you, because if you're burning your solid foods out like a joke, supplements are nothing. You just pee them out. So please work on that. uh, what are the roadblocks expected when losing weight? Cravings, cravings, cravings. Nothing else stops you from losing weight. Nothing else. You crave chocolates, you crave carbs, you crave fries, you crave burgers, you crave this and that. It, for me especially, it has always been cravings, nothing else. Because imagine seeing yourself in front of a mirror and you're not happy with your physique, and you will definitely be ready to work as hard as you want, but your cravings will always bloody pull you back. So if you're strong in your mind, you can be wherever the hell you want to be. You just diet, weight loss, fat loss, it is all in the head. For example, your body needs an average male. For example, me, I need to burn, with my height, with my weight, I need to burn 2100 and something calories in a day, in 24 hours. When you're sleeping, when you're having 8 hours of your sleep, you're easily burning, in your sleep, you're easily burning 8 to 900 calories just sleeping without doing nothing. Minus that from 2100. What are you left with? Literally nothing. 1,000 something calories. Now imagine now you have to stay. You have already burned that amount of calories. Now you have half the work to do because you already did half the work while you sleep. You have half the work to do, and half of that goes while you're out working. You're at your job. If you have an exhausting job, you're working around, and then there comes your gym and this and that. So you have to eat well, and you have to count your calories. It is the most important thing. If you're counting your calories, you know exactly what you're doing. You know how much more you can eat in the day. You can know how much less you have to eat. You know how many calories you have to burn. So you need to keep track of these things, and things will be good for you. So my answer to that thing was just cravings. That's it. Uh, cardio versus weights. Which one is more effective? Completely depends on what you want to do. If you're already lean, trust me, you don't need as much cardio. You do need cardio for fitness. If you're already lean, you don't need as much cardio. If you're lean or slim, you don't need as much cardio. You need to do weight training because you will definitely grow more. Cardio does not help you grow muscles. Cardio helps you lose your body fat or and keeps you fit. So if you're into losing weight or losing fat, cardio is the way to go along with your weight training. But if you're already lean and slim and you're into uh, muscle building, just keep your proteins high, your carbs well balanced, and keep doing your weight training. And you need cardio maybe twice a week, I think. So that's how it is. They're two different things. It depends on what you want. Does weights make women bulky? Many girls are scared of that. That, oh, if I touch weights, I'm going to get bulky. I'm going to get muscular. Trust me, you won't. If Unless you're watching the pictures of these female bodybuilders who have those muscles, ripped ass bodies, and this and that, and for reaching there, I will tell you this right now, believe it or not. How God has built female bodies. A woman, for example, cannot have pecked chests or breasts or whatever you call them. A woman cannot have quads, humongous sizes, or yes, you can be ripped, you can be shredded differently. We have so many Kenyan athletes who are going abroad and winning competitions, this and that. But if you, and look at their bodies, they look perfectly okay. They all look beautiful. But what girls do is they look at the bodies of those bodybuilding physiques for women. That is not natural. Women have to take testosterone, which obviously women bodies, female bodies do not create in them. So they do need testosterone to reach that level of physique. It's not normal. It might be normal, but it's not natural. Is what I'm trying to say. So no, you will be fit. You will look beautiful. You will look pretty. You will look the best. If you're doing weight training, whatever the hell you're trying to do, any type of exercise, so weights will not make you look bulky or muscly. If that's what I'm, if, unless you want to, all you have to do is start picking heavier weights and this and that, and different type of exercises, different forms. You can get it what you. But if you don't want that and you're scared, picking weights will make that happen to you. It won't. Trust me, it won't. Oh, we're done. So if you liked, or if you agree with what I said, well, you agree with what I said. It's okay. You don't have to do anything. If you did not, ignore. If you had any questions still, or if you do not like how I answered the questions, there's always a comment box. You can write your comments, which I'm not going to read anyway. Uh, it's okay. I have told you, like when I started the video, I told you I am telling you what I know from my experience and from my knowledge. And the reason I have kept the terms so simple is so that you guys can relate to it, and you can know what I'm exactly talking about. I can use big words. I'll remove all those big words from Google and here and there, and and you'll still find my video boring. I don't know if you still found my video boring or not, but uh, I in all my videos I will try to be as relatable and as simple in my vocabulary as possible, so that everyone of any age can understand what I'm trying to say. So I think that's the end of it. See you guys. Bye bye.